Oh, well, that was fun. I was rambling on, didn't even turn the record button on. Good job, Jen. Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today we're going to do the inserts for our two little fun flip pocket pages here. We're going to have two inserts, one for each pocket. So this was the last video that we did, and this is the Echoes of Time mini album mashup, and we're using both mashup 1 and 2. We're mashing those two together, making a whole new set for our album. There is a video playlist for this if you want to check it out. It's up there in the top corner and in the description box. There are links in the description box that link you to the list for my printable templates. There is like a collections list. Everything that I'm using printable out of my shop is linked in that list. There's an Amazon list for this project. There is links to the paper collections. There's my magnet resources, my adhesive resources. There's all kinds of things linked in the description box, so feel free to browse that section at your leisure. And there's timestamps, so if you need to jump around, totally fine with me. I do have something new I'm going to show you today. I don't know, at the time of the recording of this video, they are not available to purchase, but I'm hoping by the time that the video is public, they will be available to purchase. So I will touch on that in just a little bit because we are using something from my new color essentials that I'm putting out. But hopefully I'll be working on a video just to introduce those to you guys as well. So you just kind of be patient with me for just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so the inserts for this is the inserts are in this the insert. What am I trying to say? This insert is in both sets of templates, and the reason they're in both is because it's a great size for 3x4 photo mats. It can house up to 8 3x4 photo mats, and it's a tall, skinny insert, and I love it. So it needed to be in both sets of templates. So I printed one from each, even though you don't have to, because if you just have the mini album mashup 1, then you can still, you know, follow along. So page 12 out of the mini album mashup 1 is a booklet insert. You can either leave it together as a booklet or cut it apart and have two inserts. But this page, it's not page 12 in the mashup 2, but it's the same thing. It's the same setup, okay? So this is page 12 out of the mashup. I'm going to put that up because I don't need that right now. And then this is page 19 out of the mashup 2. So I've already cut this one out. Oops. I'm trying not to show you too much. I've already cut this one out. Page 19. Did I ink it? I started to. But it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. So you pick either one. So the inserts. I printed the mats. These are printed onto cardstock. So are the mats. The mats are printed onto cardstock. The mats for these are printed on the new color essentials, and here is one of them right here. So and my printer is not printing. I had to do a head nozzle clean thingy because there's lines, so pay no attention to the lines. I'm going to use it anyway. So I printed this page out from my Colors Essentials set number 4. I'll show you in just a second. How about that? I printed this page off twice, and then I printed page 38 over top. So I've already cut this one out, so it looks like that. You can see the lines. I'm glad I saw this because I didn't want to print a whole bunch and still get all these lines on everything because the lines aren't there when you normally print. So this is also printed on the cardstock. So I did have to send this through my printer twice. Once to put the color essential on there, and once to print the mat. Okay, so let me move this and let me show you my color essentials really quick. So I haven't made the video yet to introduce them to you, but there are 5 sets. Each set has 4 colors in it. Each color has 10 pages, and each color essentials set comes with index sheets And then there's like a bonus, like my index sheets are doubling for something else as well. So I'm just gonna do a quick rundown, and hopefully I'll have a more detailed video out for these as soon as possible. So the color sets, there's like a green version, a blue version, a red version, a purple version, a brown version, ish. It's all ish, okay? Because for example, here's set number 1. And this is the title sheet. So these are the 4 colors. Well, actually, these are the 4 colors. And you can actually see all the pages that are in this set. These are the 4 colors, right? This is the title sheet. So this is one of the printer settings of my inkjet. And this is the Gamma 2.2. So it's like a more intense color. This is the same printer with a Gamma of 1.2, I think. But you see the difference, the variation. It's the same page, it's the same papers, but you see the variation and these are the kind of like the greens, quote unquote, loosely. We're loosely calling these colors because it all depends on your printer, right? And then this is from my laser printer, so even a different set. Now I know not everybody has different printers, but look at the difference in that. So it all depends on your printer. So that is why I give you these title sheets and the index sheets. However, the title sheets has everything on it. So if you wanted to use the title sheet for your color reference, like when you're printing things to match your projects, that would be the best way to go, because everything is on this one page, where the index sheets, there's 12 pages, and you may not want to print all of those when you're doing like a color check to see what matches your project. Okay, so again, okay, so there's a quick explanation on that, and then I'm just going to quickly run through. Let's see, what set is this one? This is set number 1. Again, it's the green. So again, this is the index sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 to a page, and they're set up very specifically because with this set, with all the sets, there is a free washi tape template that you can scan into your cutting machine and then put this index sheet into it, and it'll cut sheets of washi. Now you may have seen me post this book. I made this book to house washi sheets. So this is what I've done. Like, here's one of the green ones. So I printed off the index sheet of one of the green pages onto washi paper. I used the template that I'll show you here in just a second, and I scanned that into my scan and cut, and then I took that off and then put this page on, and it cut the washi, right? So again, we'll talk about that in a more in-depth video, but I have several pages already done. But isn't this beautiful? I love this book. I used old book covers for this. So anyway, so it's kind of like a double duty kind of thing, double duty. So again, there's 4 colors in each set. There's 10 sheets per color. And they are vintage backgrounds. There's layers upon layers. These, I got the idea from my vintage pastel collage papers. I took some of my favorite elements of those and made these new sets with the saturated colors. With your index sheet, you get a bonus swatch of the color itself, so you can also use this as well if you want to in your projects, but you don't get like a full sheet of it. It's just in your index sheet, and that's for kind of like the washi situation. Okay, so there's one color, and then here's another color, and then here's the third color in this first set, and then here is the 4th color. So it's a good variety of quote-unquote greenish kind of colors. Set number 2 is a blue. Same thing. You've got all these different color variations, right? You get the same index sheets. Oops. But I'm not going to flip through every single one. Set number 3. So this one is from set number 4. So I'll show you more about set number 3. Set number 4. Set number 3 is more of like a purplish, loosely purple. But again, 4 colors, 10 pages of each color. Set number 4 is kind of like the reds and the pinks, you know. And there's even kind of an orangey color, and that's where this paper is coming from, this set number 4. But again, you get 4 color. I've marked it so I don't forget. And then you get the index sheets, and then set number 5 is kind of like the browns. Got the yellows, the crafts, the browns, the chocolate browns. Again, same thing. And then, oops, I got myself a note because my printer, I had to do certain settings for certain things. So here is an example of the template that comes with the freebie. There's 2 templates. There's this one, so it's like the horizontal, and then there's a vertical. So they match the index sheets perfectly. So you scan this into your scan and cut, and then you put this onto, you take that off and you put this on, and it'll cut these little sections out. Now this one I'm using the horizontal. I've already used a little piece of this. But it'll cut all of these lovely little, lovely little strips. And I have taken footage of that. So I'll show you that in the video for this project. But anyway, so there's that. Let me go back to set number 4. Set number 4, this one is page 14, I think. Yeah, it's this one right here. So it's actually number 14. So it will be, it should say 14. If I'm not mistaken, it should say 14 under the JPEG, page 14. So these are in zip files, then you have to extract all, and then they're JPEGs. So I printed this one off twice onto cardstock. So it matches this collection perfectly, but again, let me show you the index sheets, the title sheets. So there's the kind of the colorway that I'm using, but then here's another setting, right? You see how that's a little different. And then here's my laser. So again, even more different. So yeah, keep that in mind. So I encourage you to print off your title sheets to see what matches. So I will have these linked down below if they're available, but that is kind of what we're doing here. So there's 5 sets of color essentials. So that was kind of a little soft launch, wasn't it? Okay, so let's cut these things out. I've already got these cut out. Let me cut these 2 out, and we'll ink everything up and get going. So I'm gonna cut right at the printed lines. And we're going to separate them. And for this one, we're going to do the same, except we're going to leave it together. All right, I am going to keep all these little pieces. Hang on, I've got stuff everywhere. This was from when I cut out the other one. So I'm going to add these to my paper clip. I need to put them in my crafty companion. I need to organize that just a little bit better. Okay, so then you can score this or fold it in half, whichever you want to do. I'm going to score it. Like that. Ooh, I've got to sneeze. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and ink these up. So these pieces, I'm just going to ink that white edge so that it disappears. Because they've already got, you know, a printed vintage look. But these I'm going to ink the edges on both sides. And I'm going to make sure that the white part gets covered up. So I'm going to do that off camera because that gives me anxiety, the inking motion. I'll be right back. Alright, everything is inked up And I am going to, actually going to go ahead and mat them. I'm going to go ahead and attach them down. I don't think there's any reason why we don't need to. So I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. And attach them down. Again, my printer didn't, it's printing. I had to do a print head after I printed these two off. I had to do a print head cleaning because that wasn't happening, and then all of a sudden it did. So if yours ever does that, then make sure you clean your print heads in your printer. I actually had to do it 3 times because it kept missing spots. So go. I need to put something on the bottom of my cup there so that it's not so loud. Oh my goodness. I wonder if I've got one of those big chair felt thingies. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I might look, because that's annoying. I might look right now, actually. Alright, I did look through some of my little felt pads, but like this isn't big enough. Let me take this out. I want it, well, no, it's not. I don't think it would work. So the next thing I've got are these, like, they're almost like the clear plastic, like PVC thingies, and they don't scooch. So let's see if these will work. They may not. I mean, this might just be a waste of time. They may need to be glued down a little bit different. I don't know. Let's just see. I'll be the guinea pig here. Oh, well, it's a little better. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to glue them down a little bit better, but I like it, and I'm probably gonna have to do more. I'm trying. I don't want it to be unstable. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna have to glue them though. We'll see. I won't glue them yet, because what if I don't like them, right? Let's experiment. Okay. Okay. So now we have 2 booklets that look like this. Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna have to glue those for sure. Okay, next idea that I have, these are photo mats. These are photo mat essentials. And this is what I was talking about. 2 of these will fit on each page. So a 3x4 photo would go in both of these. One here and one here. And then you could have 8 of those. So that's why I liked this size specifically for both albums, because it's very useful. It's a very useful insert. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put these photo mats here, and then I took and I didn't trace. I cut 2 pieces, and I actually cut it wrong, that are 3x4. So, no. Is it like this? Was it like this? Yes. I cut it wrong. I measured wrong. It's fine. So now I've got this really pretty piece that I could have used for something else. But now it's I've got a little piece. But that's great. I'm going to put it in my crafty companion, and I'm going to quit worrying about it. So anyway, this is the page I picked, and what's on the back. That's what's on the back. And I just cut 2 pieces out 3x4. And I'm going to do the photo corner chunk. So that is the We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper, and this one has the photo and angle, and I'm going to use the photo. If you don't have this, you can literally just put it on there. It's fine. You can cut it straight across if you want to, also fine. It just gives that illusion of a photo corner, and without the book. So I love photo corners. Okay, so doing that, and you'll see that it fits in there just snuggly wuggly. Okay, so I'm going to ink these two up. Okay, so that's ready to go. So one of them is going to go here, and one of them is going to go here. Then the next thing I was thinking was, these are from the number cards. So the number card 2.0, they have a bunch of stuff that was added into them, and these were one of them. They're like little blank number cards without the numbers. And I was going to use these as a sort of, I'm not sure which way I'm going to do them yet, because they're going to be overlapping. And you know what? Let's get the book out. Let's look. Let's have a look-see. Nope. So we're going to have one here. Oh, this one's the front. See how nice that looks? See how good that looks together? And this one would actually go on this one. So we're going to have this, and then this one's going to be back here. It's kind of where we're going. So it's going to look really cool, I think. But okay, that being said, I have an idea. I've already picked out a few things. Where did I put them? They're right here. So these are some of the laser cuts again. They're taken out of both the flowers and the elements, or the wildflowers and the elements laser cutty things. I wanted to use these, and I also wanted to use a stamp. So this is the stamp set I created with Maymay, and it is currently available. So if you wanted to check that out, I'll have it linked down below. And I'm going to use the one that says Our Story, but it's like a typewriter font. And this one, oh, I got place photo here on this. Let me move that one. I don't know why I'm trying to line this up. I can't even. Oops. Is there a right way to do this? I don't know. I'm not a good stamper. I know I tell y'all that all the time, but I'm just not. I'm just not. Alright, let's do it like this. Let me just lay it down and boop. There we go. So we've got this option, and then I'm going to show you another option. So we got my stamp set option of Our Story. And then we've also got this alphabet option. So I'm going to do this first. And should I stamp on something? Let me find something. How about if I use just my little notepad for stamping on? So it's actually going to be standing up like this. So I was just going to, I need a tippy toe. Can you guys see? You guys can see. So we're just going to stamp it up at the top here. Yeah, that looks really good. And then for the other one, I'm going to use the same phrase. I'm just going to use these stamps. So these are upper and lower case, and I might not have it go straight across like that one. These are fun. These little, obviously you could stamp whatever you want, and they're a fun look, I think. And then the fact that they are both capital and upper and lower helps quite a bit, I think. are. Look, I'm not. I'm all over the place. And then a Y. There we go. But I kind of like the look, so I really like the way that, here, let me scooch you towards me. The camera doesn't like it when I come too close. Right, so we've got this option and this option, and they both kind of fit the bill. They both tick the boxes for me, just the look, the style. So that's fun, and obviously I'll have that linked in the Amazon list, and I'll have this linked as well under the video. They're almost always linked, the stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to scooch that aside, put this aside. Oh no, I need to ink. Well, I got it. Let's ink this. And this. Alright, let me scooch back out too. Good grief. Okay. So, I was going to, I'm thinking, I'm actually going to glue these down. I'm gonna glue these down, and I think I might even glue this. I don't know. We'll see. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. There's one. There's the other. Well, that wasn't as loud, but you could still hear it, huh? The glue bottle going back into the glass jar. All right. Stick one there. And one here. Okay. So my idea is to have like these wonky, something like this. Or do I, yeah, to have something like this. But then, should I have the whole thing kind of wonky, like this? And I kind of liked that, because I thought these would be cool on here, like so. Right? Can y'all see? And I like the wonky, so, and y'all know I like the wonky. That's what I was thinking. I do kind of like them. I like them wonky. I like that. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna get both my glues over here, because I think well, let's scooch those off of there, and I'm just going to go in the center. The only thing is these are printed onto paper. It's okay. I'm just going to go with it. So I kind of like them wonky, and I'm going to try to match them up so that they kind of, you know, mirror. Again, I'm just going to go in the center. Right, so one's going one way, one's going the other. Then I'm going to have that. I want this to maybe just be a tack down on two sides, just barely. Let me go up just a little higher here. And then for these little pieces, I'm going to use the white glue. You know what I need need to use is these. It'd make my life a little easier. So this is going to go on here. What do you think? I think it looks cute. Okay, so let's do this one. And then the butterfly. Could probably use the fabric tag for the butterfly, but it's okay. Wow, that's a lot of glue. I'm going to have that same problem with that one. I'm going to clip it and we'll glue it down underneath, and that way it will be there, but if we put something in that, behind that, like a little tuck spot, it won't be in the way. Okay. Yeah. Oh, those look so cute. Let me scooch in so you can see. Right? Those turned out really cute. Alright, let's back up. Excuse me, the other way. Thank you. Alright. So, okay, so next thing, do I need to cut that off? I don't think so, but I do need to ink those just so they don't stand out so much. Because the way the booklet opens like this, those edges don't stand out as an issue. So this one's going to go here. Oh, you almost don't see. Oh, maybe I'll have to do it different. Let's do it like this. That little part there, I didn't plan that out good enough, did I? It's okay. Look at there. This one will go here. I like. And then this one will go here. This looks better. This looks better. Yeah. Yeah. That turned out really, really cute, I think. What do you guys think? Alright, I don't have anything planned for the inside yet. A lot of times I wait till the end of an album, or close to, when I've got leftover bits. Obviously you can put 4 photo mats here, which is something I do a lot. But then you can also use like washi tape. You could use the rub-ons, things like whatever you haven't used, whatever you didn't use, you know, in your main setups, your main layouts. You come back and you add those kind of things to here. But, and the same for this back part. You can put photo mats back there, or you can just leave it plain. You could journal in that spot. But either way, I think that I'm just going to wait until I feel like the right leftover bits are available for on the inside of inserts, basically is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that looks really cute. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I said in the last video I was going to try to think about this, but I didn't think about it at all, and I completely forgot, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I don't know yet if I need to do magnets or not. And part of me wants to add like a paper clip. Let's see. These are too big. These big gold ones. I got small ones. Part of me wants to like just add a paper clip somewhere. Just for, I don't know, the look. What do you think? It doesn't have to keep it closed, but we'll go ahead and do that. These are just gold paper clips. Let's do it on the same side. So we'll see. We may not leave those there, but it's cute, right? It's going to hinder that from opening, but again, still cute. All right. So I think that's all we're going to do in today's video. I just wanted to share the new color essentials with you guys and make some quick little pretty inserts, and yeah, and also things like this, for example, like I was talking about the inside of the inserts. This too, we can also wait till we have like leftover bits, or it just really depends on, oh, I might have an idea, and we can mat these pages with diamond check, or we can, these pages specifically, if you're new, these pages specifically, most of you already know, can hold a 3x4 photo mat and a 4x6 photo mat perfectly on that page. So those pages could also be, if you need extra photo room, you can also add those photo mats to those pages as well. But again, since I'm not really sure what I want to do, I'm going to wait on those things. So these are the photo mats essentials, and they are linked in the collections list for this project. And yeah, all right, I think that is all we're going to do today. You let me know your thoughts, you guys. Leave me a comment and let me know what you're thinking about our new color essentials, and there'll be a more in-depth video on it soon, I promise. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Be sure to check out all the information in the description box, and be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and share my videos, and all of those things are really appreciated. And thanks for hanging out with me today. So I will see you guys in the next one.